That's the kind of mindset that you need to make this country great again. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump wins the presidency.
And there's the big board, the 20 electoral votes from the state of Pennsylvania. We just got new metrics in.
I've gotten to know our country so well. Tremendous potential. It's going to be a beautiful thing.
You are this close to handing Trump ultimate power on this planet. Are you insane? You pathetic losers!
It was a rough night for everybody, I think. We're worried. The people were worried. Okay, he's the president. Now what?
For all of that resistance, for all of that opposition, Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
Literally about to fucking kill me.
Is that a dog?
You're awake, by the way. You're not having a terrible, terrible dream. Also, you're not dead and you haven't gone to hell. This is your life now. This is our election now. This is us. This is our country. It's real.
During election night, it was a very hectic night because all sorts of different emotions from everywhere. Everybody felt that.
It was pretty nail-biting, I guess. The next day, waking up and hearing the news, I was dumbfounded, kind of surreal, couldn't believe it happened.
And then I was kind of glad that he won because me, myself, and my family have strong disbeliefs of Clinton and their family. I sometimes talk about politics with my host mother, but nothing really big or anything else. We don't get too much into that conversation. It was just during the election, who we think is gonna win, and that was basically it.
Politics, we never really talked about politics. This last school year, both my children got hit pretty hard, and there were a lot of unexpected letters that went home from the superintendent, emails regarding some of the stuff that was going on at school, regarding the politics that were going on, that there were some assemblies that I was unaware of. They were kind of the children were thrown into it. I don't think that this is the proper place for politics. I feel like the school should be neutral ground. So having a teenager in high school and having a college student, there was a lot of talk at home around dinner about politics.
I don't know why some people are so worried about a different president, because either way, our lives likely wouldn't change that much at all. I've gotten into a lot of debates about politics, so there's been so many that I can't just recall just one.
I haven't necessarily gotten in a debate with somebody, but I have felt like I was oppressed by other people's opinions about Hillary, and I felt it was kind of weird after the election in school, because the whole atmosphere was something was lost, which I thought to be really ridiculous and really stupid. Everybody was trying to comfort me after Trump won, which I felt was kind of weird because I didn't feel like I need to be comforted. I just felt normal.
I felt as though and I feel this way outside and in society right now and after the election, that I can't have a conversation with somebody, unfortunately, that's Democrat because I'm wrong.
I mean, I love sharing my opinion. I love expressing my beliefs because it's in the basis of this country that we can do that. And I think even more so today with people being more into politics, I think it's the best time, more so than ever, we should all be involved with politics.
I feel safer. At first, I was a little intimidated, taken back. I would walk anywhere out. People were mad. They were sharing it. I was afraid that I was going to get attacked because I did vote for Trump.
You voted Trump! You voted Trump! Oh, yeah! Yeah, he voted Trump! Yeah!
Sometimes I feel weirded out when I'm sharing my opinion because I feel they're gonna suppress me and they're gonna think less of me after I say something. Even that happens even with teachers.
I find it silly that in the freest country in the world, there are people that are complaining when my grandparents had to, even at one point, they had to live off of grass and wallpaper during the famine. I just find it extremely silly that people are protesting and that there are women's marches going on, even though women have just as many rights as men. In this country especially, and you see the women's marches only happening in first world countries where there is hardly any oppression whatsoever.
Kathy Griffin, that is, she's a perfect example of thinking that everybody felt the same way she did. And whether you're Democrat or Republican or whatever party you're on, she took it way too far, and people that are on her party are disgusted. It was immoral, it was gross, that's somebody that's filled with a lot of hate. And a perfect example is her being let go from CNN. A lot of the things that were that she was supporting, or they supported her, she is no longer part of that. And I think that looking at that, going, okay, this is really good. She thought that she was invincible. And I'm a comedian, and ha ha ha, and look at me. But to take it to that extreme was absolutely disgusting. And, I was really happy to see how many people, dropped her from what they were supporting her for.
I believe it's dumb to use violence against anybody just because they don't share the same opinion as you do. I just think it's ridiculous to fight or to use force against somebody just because they have different opinion or they voted for somebody else. Yeah.
Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world I'm turning inside out. Yeah.
And I saw this great billboard the other day, and it said, when did telling the truth become a hate speech?